Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, started in a rumor house, popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't to please her, she proceed to get on both knees. Told her keep the pussy, all I want is deep throat clean. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On an all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town, on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, that deal price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Don't get tagged hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip.
Serving out the crack, I feel like Jesus on that trap again. There's an eagle in my lap, double clip that's rapping fat. I don't need no church, I'm in your booth, I'm about to test the fat. In the jungle pumping weight, nothing like an exercise. Headed to the Rose Bowl, about to rock the stadium. Tripping soldiers like a boss, they asking what I pay for them. Shoot to kill for real, we trying to penetrate your brain. Police never gave a fuck, that's why we always blaming them. Nigga with an attitude, feel like Dr. Dre and them. I don't fuck with suckers, I don't trust them, I don't play with them. Hit them from the back, I hit the door cause I don't lay with them. Always ready to stop by, niggas bout they pay the skill. Bands on me, now we doing donuts in the Lambo, play it gun, play the ammo, gotta get it, cause this man no money power. When I step up, going around like a tornado, gotta plug you from Barbados, eating good, stay with
circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip, circle small period, fresh to death killing it, cashing out spinning it, 100 round extended clip, iced out spilling drip, purple yellow take a sip, fly away and take a trip, pink slip for every rip.
Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so with the business. Nigga talking reckless, shooters, bitch, that's with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, get nobody cut to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till we count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving fat niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. know a nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm too geek, walking by myself but left with two freaks. Ooh wee, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah baby, this is groovy. You can call me MoneyBoy or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a two-piece. Top down, two-seater, let me feel the two-breed. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Run Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Run Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Puss ass nigga, bow, Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Puss ass nigga, bow, Limp Biscuit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all? Hey, Siobhan, I know you watching. Hey, Siobhan, I got questions for you, Siobhan, because I re-examined the note that Umar had posted that you sent him. That was like a suspension letter, but that ain't even what I got to ask you. I got to ask you a question because your last name is Stone, right? It's Siobhan Stone. You said you made sure to say you've never been married. You never wanted to be married. You just wanted the kids. And you said your baby daddy is in the kids' life. You got the same baby daddy for all three of your kids. Please tell me why your youngest boy, the one that got suspended from school, got your last name, ma'am. I'm just saying, I got 4 babies by 4 different women. All my kids' last name is Abington. I signed all 4 of the goddamn birth certificates. I would find it very, very disrespectful to father a child. I'm in the home with the mother, and she got the mother last name. In fact, I had told my daughter mama when she was pregnant, hey, if I can't name the baby, she ain't getting my last name. I played hardball. I mean, it did what it did. I named my baby. She got my last name. I'm just saying though, Miss Stone, why your son got your last name instead of his daddy's, the one who in his life? Okay, I'm done being messy. I'm done being messy. We can get back into this Lennon interview that she did. I just got questions of why her baby got her last name instead of her daddy's, his daddy's. That's all. You know, I was wondering.
Him did the event December.
What happened? Lady, let me find out you got that. So you took the video down?
Trying to get me to come to the room that night. I passed on that. I needed more to find out who he was. We got the first time I went out.
Now I've been noticing. I see double exposure. Now he got other dates that Lanea has been up there. I don't know where he getting them from, but he had 3 other dates that she was up there. I can only account for February of 2024. I don't know about that. I think he said June and something else. Now she said this, but she's a fucking liar. So I'm trying to figure out where he got the information from. Or is he just going off what she said? Cause I don't see no texts and like I didn't see any texts that she put up that indicated they was fucking after they first interaction. Now they was just talking freaky, but I didn't see anything that said they linked up after that first time. Thank you for the super chat. What did it say? Siobhan stunk. Damn, Siobhan. Well, fuck it. Since they started it off like that, we may as well keep it with the trend. Thank you for the super chat.
but I've never smelled a woman smell like that. But
your pussy stank. Your pussy stank. Your pussy stank. Your pussy stank. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. It takes the smell away. Na 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 na. Your pussy stank. Your pussy stank. Your pussy stank. Your pussy stank. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. That smell away. Your pussy stank.
Boy, I wish if I could hit that high note, I'd do it right now. Feminine. I can't do it. If I could hit it, I would do it for y'all right now, and we would die laughing. That man hit that motherfucker.
This is crazy because these dates circle each other. The first time I went out was March the 6th. That's when I went to Philly, and that was not about his mother. That was about me and him.
Okay, and that would have been in 2024?
That was in...
That's the only the time that we can account for that they fucked. March 6, 2024. And she made sure that wasn't for his mother. That was for me and him. I don't get the other three.
2024, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed out there for about 4 days.
4 days. 3 sessions. 3 fellatio sessions. 3 fellatio sessions lasting 2 to 3 hours per night. And on one of them nights, he said as much as he wanted them buns, he wasn't going to be able to come get them. He also said he ain't spend the night. She showed a text message that kind of corroborated he ain't spend the night because she said she felt bad that he fucked the shit out of her and got up and left.
He went to an event and then he came back and then I came on home. And then
So he didn't spend the night. The nigga, while she was there for the 4 days fucking her, he had events and everything. So I'm assuming he went to that event and then he was supposed to slide back through that night when he got through. And he was like, baby, I'm tired. I just got off the road. I've been speaking. I ain't gonna be able to make it. And she went home. My nigga is a bad motherfucker, nigga. He scheduled some pussy and a lecture. Fuck you mean? He was like, I ain't finna lay up with you all 4 days, bitch. I got work to do. I'm the most requested motherfucking scholar on this side of the Philadelphia freeway, motherfucker. What's wrong with you?
He kept talking.
And so March 2024, but you met him for the first time.
December the 3rd was the first time I ever met that man.
And that was 2023, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so Lenny, it wasn't a whole year before she sucked his dick. And that was a whole year before she took care of his mama, but she had to suck his dick first. She had to swallow his balls, his pistachios.
But that was at the actual event, but you had been talking with them prior to get set the event.
Yes.
No, she hadn't been talking to him like that, nigga. No, nigga. It was a, hey, you so fine on the Breakfast Club. And then a month responded, and he was like, who is this bitch? And she was like, oh, okay. Something about the IEP. And he ignored her. And then out the blue, he said, good garbage day, bitch. Would you like to throw me an event? I'm going to be in Nebraska. And she was like, okay. He was like, you know you're going to have to come pick me up, right? Okay. You know you're going to have to sell my books for me so I ain't got to put them motherfuckers back on the plane, right? Okay. You know I'm going to steal your son endowment check, right? Okay, cool. And that's how it happened. But no, she hadn't been talking to the nigga. She sent 2 goddamn texts. Lenny, you supposed to have these motherfucking text messages. How you don't know this shit? She's supposed to have sent you all the shit before she came up there talking. And you got the timeline wrong, my brother. I think you did it on purpose, but it's cool. You didn't want to make it seem like she was a hoe. But shit, she gave it up after one meeting and a couple text messages. She went on up there to shuck that Shango stick on her own dime.
March 21st.
Umar just left a money order on the dresser.
Is the is the day that I sent him a text like, see how I said all these dates are circling each other. March 21st, 2023 was the initial contact. I sent out the text and I was like, you the GOAT, you the truth.
You the GOAT, you the truth. She didn't reach out about her son. She saw the nigga on the Breakfast Club. Her son brought him, the oldest son brought the phone. And she listened to the interview. He gave out his number. She texted him talking about you the GOAT, you the truth. Not, hey, can you help me with my son?
But it wasn't like that. I was like, I agree with what you're saying, what you were talking about. I think.
How was it you text him like you the GOAT, you the truth, but it wasn't like that?
I think he had on that Yogi Bear. It might have been the Yogi Bear. No, I think it might have been on the Breakfast Club when he had on the picnic basket jacket. And I was like, yes, that's what he's talking about. My son was like, he came in the room, he was like, he's talking just like you. He's saying everything you were saying. Here's another thing I wanted to say, because a lot of people.
Your son told you Umar Johnson talking just like you. When have you ever, we ain't heard you say nothing that sound like anything Umar Johnson would say on this damn live. The only thing that you say is space, in the space, in the space, in the space. Y'all, did she ever give y'all E5 tutorial? Thank you, Miss B, for find somebody a membership. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. Stay gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.
People think I'm running through. I never have been, I've had my own feelings about things, but I never linked with the conscious community. That came up on our first dealing. I told him about something. He could air it. It doesn't matter. He doesn't know who it is. I'm not a talker, but I told him about that. He said, is the person in the conscious community? I told him no. The person's not in the conscious community. But I wanted to let him know because he's around a lot of known people that.
Girl, stop. Oh, this is some bullshit. If she knew Umar wasn't gonna respond to this tomorrow, he could talk about it. I noticed with the rim thing that she put on her community post. She keeps saying people need to be fed, and so she do. Are you like, I don't even understand how that goes. The text message you showed was you asking Rim for the link so you could come up and explain to us what Mary Ann was saying. And then he didn't see it. Well, no, he did see it because he sent you the link. And then just randomly out the blue, he apologized to you. So I don't know how that was showing that he was a rat or anything. I don't get it, because you hit him up out the blue to get the link for the panel. Instead of just typing in the chat, give me the link. But we already knew. That's the crazy part about it. We already knew. But she is beating up her motherfucking community while it's sad at this point. None of the receipts she put out ever makes it look like it never goes with what she's saying. She was trying to say Rim was a rat and she just be feeding people stuff. But what did she feed us? The story about Mary Ann? Because if that's the case, then you was lying. That's what I think feeding people stories is, this line to throw them off the trail.
There was something going on there. And it wasn't sexual. Mm-hmm. But after that, that makes a lot of sense why he asked me that, because the guy in the UNIA is actually an ex-Chiefs player. And I did not know that. So I don't even know. It's a lot of stuff that's unveiling to me that.
Who cares if the nigga played for the Chiefs and who gives a fuck? I don't even know what them initials stand for. Bitch, you don't either. You heard Lennon talking about this shit.
I wondered why he even contacted me to come to my city, because we don't have a woke. We're not.
He contacted you because he'd been there before. That's for one, because he's been there before, and because you texted him once before. He knew you was in Kansas City. And he was in Omaha. That's why he literally told you why he hit you up. He wanted to see if you could throw him an event if he did it for free.
really woke here. They're like, we're speckled about, but this is kind of like a kumbaya state, you know?
It get worse. The daddy wasn't at the graduation. As far as we know, at least the third one ain't got his last name. He must not think that baby his. He got the baby. That baby got his mama last name. That baby is a Stone. I wonder if all her kids is a Stone. Go on, drink you some dark eyes, bitch. We got questions.
And we're on a Bible Belt. So when he reached back out and he was like, can I do an event? That's why I said we were scrambling to try to. And here's the other thing. He had already been to the city prior. So
Yeah.
where
Exactly. So you acknowledge that he had been to the city prior in this video like 8 months ago. So why are you under that video 4 months ago talking about I hate I ever introduced him to my city? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this bitch is nuts. On Lennon's channel 8 months ago, she acknowledged this. Umar had been to Kansas City before, and she about to say, because I've seen this motherfucker so many times, she gonna say, I don't know what happened to whoever who threw that event for him. He be burning bridges all the time. But you went under the video recently, like 3-4 months ago, and said you hate you ever introduced him to your city, a city he had already been there before. And y'all know my smart mouth ass. I went right over there and typed this shit to her, like, bitch, you want credit for everything. The flyer at the beginning of the motherfucking speech says, Umar Johnson returns to Kansas City. It say it in the opening credits. And she gonna say, I hate I introduced him to my city. This lady need her ass whooped with a belt. I ain't talking about no fisticuffs or none of that. Like, she need to lay across the bed, pull her pants down, and get her ass whooped with an extension cord, fresh out the tub. I done been through some things for me to describe that goddamn scene. I done been through some motherfucking things. But she need her ass whooped for all this bullshit. This ruckus she's causing on the internet right now.
Who were the people you were linked? Why ain't you dealing with them again? You done burnt a lot.
Why Chunk ain't got his daddy last name, man? That's what we want to know. Why Chunk ain't got his daddy last name? Now, his real name is on the suspension notice, but I'm going to call him Chunk. That's what y'all called him in the message. I'm going to call him Chunk. But yeah, daddy got custody of him, and he got your last name. Yeah, right. They co-parent well. He got your last name. Yeah, right. Man, your baby dad ain't talked to your ass probably about 15 years. He probably left after you had your daughter at 14, bitch. If you got the same one. I think you got 3 baby daddies. Again, if you do, I ain't judging. I got 4 baby mamas. I'm just not ashamed of it. I make sure to tell people it's not something I'm proud of. I tell my kids I ain't proud of it. And I point out how difficult it was having all them under the same roof sometimes, because motherfuckers got different schedules and shit. They mama may be taking them somewhere. I want to take them somewhere. Shit be it's just different. So I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm not ashamed of it. But it's not a brag either. All my kids got my last name. All of them. All 4 of them.
Bridges, and this is a small city. So if I do anything,
I told you I remember what the fuck she said. I done watched this video so much. It's crazy.
Here, especially who my ex is, if I do anything,
her ex is the nigga that didn't give her son his last name. That's all I'm saying. She keep talking about this nigga, and he ain't do some of the simplest shit in the world. Sign the birth certificate. You know he ain't signed the birth certificate if he had that last name. I ain't gonna lie though. I had my daddy last name for about 7-8 years, and then that good old blood test came, and yep, I became his. Paperwork, boop. So yeah, me and my brother got the same last name. But yeah, I was my mama maiden name for a minute, but I didn't reach the age of 10 with my mama maiden last name. She wasn't going. Listen, do your baby daddy not think Chunk is? Cause I just want to know why he a stone. It's okay if he don't. We have questions sometimes as men, and it be like that. I'm just saying, he a stone. You ain't never been married, so that's definitely your last name. I guess that kind of explains why we didn't see him at the oldest son graduation. Now it makes sense now. He probably a stone too.
Thing here, it's gonna be all through everywhere. And
yes, the thumbnail of Lenny is funny and it's poetic too. The super chat, because they were saying anybody that's upset that Lennon and X, Y, and Z, your family and all that get doxxed. That's exactly how Umar felt when he went off on both of them. That's exactly like Rimrum right now. He got doxxed earlier about his bitch. Now she got mad at me that I put her kids up and scratched the face out. She scratched the number out, but she knew that shit where you could still see through that motherfucker. She did that shit on purpose. She go, why you didn't magic erase that? You want to dox him? I can't believe all your kids got your last name, man. That is crazy work. Niggas didn't fuck with you or they see enough to give them the last name. I'm gonna keep rubbing it in because I know it's a sore spot for you. And I know despite me telling you like 100 times to stop watching me, you have not. So since you here, I may as well just go. Can you go on your community wall, bitch? Because we know you be watching. Can you go on your community wall and tell us why Chunk got your last name instead of his dad?
I didn't know that the guy from UNIA had played for the Chiefs.
Or you can hit the link. You can hit the link and come up here and tell me. You can come tell me personally. You can't type in my chat though because I blocked you. But you can hit the link, or you can do a community post, whichever one's easier for you. You can have the floor. I won't interrupt you. I will let you get up here and say what you got to say about Chunk not having his daddy last name. You can pontificate for 10, 15 minutes. I got you. Just make sure you don't have no nuts in your mouth.
But I think that's what he thought I was talking about, but that's not who I was talking about.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so just for the timeline's sake, because I think people need to be clear about this. You first started talking with them March 21st of 2023. And like you said, you would talk.
It wasn't no talking, nigga. She was a groupie because he was on the Breakfast Club. And then she said he responded back a month later with something generic. Then she said something about her son IEP. Then he ignored her and she threw him an event. Lennon trying to make this motherfucker seem like they was in love too.
With them for hours, okay? And so March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months later, you have the actual event, okay? But this is after you've been talking.
Nigga, he asked her to throw the event a month before it happened. He asked her at the end of October, so we could just say he asked her in November. And then December came, she threw the show. She too scared to hit the link because she know you are one of the few content creators. Well, again, I've already called her out on her bullshit. I just want to know the answer to this question. And I let her, because I heard her say, all he gonna do is overtalk you. I will drop down and let you speak for 15 minutes. I will start a timer. I will drop down off my own panel and you can just have the flow for 15 minutes. I want the answer to this question. She got to think of something good.
With them for a long time, and then it's the following year. So January, February, March, 3 months after the event. So basically, it's
and that particular photo and that date, you was up there taking care of Umar mama.
A year before you actually go out to see him, and you guys are intimate.
Yes. Okay.
It wasn't a year of straight communication, though, Lennon. It was not straight through communication, sir. You was trying to make it seem like she ain't give it up quick. Nigga, from the time she saw him on the Breakfast Club till he threw the goddamn show, they had maybe 5 to 10 text messages, tops, 10 tops. No less than 5, like at least 5 maybe. She texted the first one. She said a month later he said something generic. She said some other shit. We don't see nothing. She say something about an IEP. And then he asked about a show. Then we don't see anything after that. She didn't show what was said in between Showtime and all of that good stuff.
Been talking, we've been, and then he also gave me a boot camp. He said that we were going to have a boot camp in the
that happened after the initial meeting. And you ain't show no text messages about the boot camp.
City after. So there was, once he left the city, we could have even fell off, but he said he wanted to do a boot camp here.
It's his fault that once he left the city, they didn't fall off. We could have fallen off, but he wanted to do a boot camp, and I was just all too ready. Why you ain't just let him fall off? Like this is afterwards. She said after he left the city. Now keep in mind, now ladies and gentlemen, she just said when Umar left the city, they could have fell off, but he wanted to have a boot camp. But then she told y'all in another show, I can't remember whose channel it was on, but she sat there and tried to blame Umar for why she overcharged vendors and was not able to deliver the other events, because she said Umar, first event was him talking, the second event was supposed to be the boot camp, even though the lies just continue. So she blamed Umar for overcharging the vendors, but then she also told y'all the person that she was bringing the other speakers in with, he ended up killing his son, himself, and his wife. So that's why the other events didn't happen. And instead of her just saying that to the people, she blamed it on Umar. The reason the other people didn't get to have the vendors or the other events is because the other man, I guess the man who had all the clout, who put the shit together, even though she's making it seem like it was her, he was the one that put it together. And when he died, so did all the shows. Nothing else happened. She ain't threw another show in Kansas City since. That's understandable why the rest of the shows didn't happen. You still need to get the money back, you fucking scammer. But that's understandable. But she blamed Umar for it. Crazy work.
He had a lot of people signing a book. We were running around getting signatures, making sure phone numbers were straight. But the boot camp never came about. He never...
Signing what book? Signing what book, ma'am? He was out the city. What book?
He wanted to do a boot camp. He said that we were going to have a boot camp.
January, February, March, 3 months after the event. So basically it's a year before you actually go out to see him and you guys are intimate.
Yes. Okay. We've been talking,
It took Umar 3 months to talk her out them granny panties.
And then he also gave me a boot camp. He said that we were going to have a boot camp in the city after. So there was, once he left the city, we could have even fell off, but he said he wanted to do a boot camp here. He had a lot of people signing a book. We were running around getting signatures, making sure phone numbers were straight.
He had a lot of people signing what book? You said he wanted the boot camp after he left. But now you're making it seem like he was talking about the boot camp while he was there.
But the boot camp never came about. He never brought it to fruition. So people thought that, and I sent you some of this stuff too. People thought that, and this is the jacked up thing. When we had Umar's event, the vendors at the front of the house.
Oh, see, this is it. She about to lie right here. It's all in the same goddamn video. I knew I heard it.
I charged them a price that was contingent on us doing more events. Remember, I told you I teamed up with the guy who unalived. Yeah. So we were going to do more.
That's why they didn't do any events, because she teamed up with the guy who unalived, but she's going to blame Umar for not having the second boot camp, as the boot camp wasn't even one of the 4 events that they were going to throw. She said they were planning on bringing other speakers in and having the young man that opened up for Umar do that for other speakers. So let's just say, for instance, they had a Side Netta, a Q Butter, and a Jay Witt All four of them would come speak, and then he would open up for them. That was what they were supposed to do. Umar was the only one, because after that event, dude offed himself, his son, who was the speaker, and his wife.
I would never charge those people that amount, but it was just for events regardless. You were our people. If you had product and we had an event, you was going to the front of the house.
It was 4 events planned. So what happened to the other 3 events? Because you said we'll give you Umar canceled out on the boot camp. What were the other 3 events? Dude killed himself, but somehow that's Umar's fault.
So when we had this event, I charged them based off of that. When there was a boot camp where they could come back out and make even more money, then it seems like I charged them not a shit ton, but I charged them a little bit more than what.
See how she lied on Umar? Umar had nothing to do with their 4-part series. When Umar asked her to throw the event, that was all he did. Now, whoever she linked up with, they decided Umar was going to be one of 4. She said when Umar left the city, they could have fell off, but he wanted to do a boot camp, which, if I'm understanding English correct, means he did not ask her about the boot camp until he had already come there, spoke, and left. So how was she blaming him for her overcharging the vendors for 4 shows and only producing 1?
I should have charged them had it been only 1 event.
She scammed them for.
You understand?
So that, but based off of my reputation, people kind of got over that. I was like, hey, no, I thought there was going to be another boot camp. And you could tell by the text, that wasn't Siobhan. Siobhan was working. That was him. He just sent us on a fool's errand. So then when we started talking, I went out.
Lennon didn't put out none of these receipts you claim you sent him. I wonder why.
We linked up. That's
like for his eyes only, huh? We just got to take his word for it. That got us the fake ass check in you.
That's how that happened.
Okay, I just want to make that clear, and I already knew because of the text messages that you sent me. It's not like I said, you met him for the first time at the actual event. I think people are assuming that, or at least there have been people who assume that.
That's because there's a lot of women that are out here doing that, but that's not me. And no shade to them. It's just that's not how this happened. I would never put nobody alone.
December 3rd to January 3rd is 1. To February 3rd is 2. To March 3rd is 3. It took him 3 months to talk you out them panties. I'm not too sure, because the nigga asked you, did you want him to stay over an extra day? And you could have told that nigga, nah, I'm good. You wanted him, you allowed him to stay an extra day, and him and your son went out according to your story. But I want to say the nigga fucked you that first weekend.
In my home, and I'm supposedly be, COINTELPRO, FBI, EA, everybody looking for me. I wouldn't just take somebody, snatch him up. He knew. Now my character ain't nothing, but he knew what my character was. That's why he put me next to his mother.
I see.
Ma'am, he put anybody next to his mother. You see the 25-year-old, that nigga don't give a fuck. He do not give a fuck. CC thinks she's special. He put me next to his mother, and then came Mia. He just thought because you was old, bitch, you would take better care of his mama than you did. You were old, bitch. You supposed to know how to keep clean and shit of that nature.
So let's get to some of these questions, if you don't mind. Okay. And I'm starring them inside the chat room, so I'll try to get to everyone. And this one is from Jessica. She had asked, who takes care of the mother when Umar's mother when no one is there? Someone needs to report this. I'm behind on the stream. Where let's see. Okay, so basically, to the best of your knowledge, when no one is there, who's taking care of the mother?
He tells me, and by the text messages I have, that some other aide.
But this is I have a problem with that. I'm not saying with you. I'm saying with what he's telling you, because if there is another aide, would that be someone who is professional doing that, or someone that he just?
How in the fuck would she know? But now we know it was Mia for one point, but we don't even know how long Mia did it.
Brings in.
I don't. The condition that I got her when I got her, and it's kind of like where I started getting like almost attached. The condition when I got her, she was not. He wasn't happy with the care that she was getting, so he took a chance with me. And then I was okay with it, not because I'm gullible, but it had a dual purpose for me. I'm just like that. Like,
what was the dual purpose?
I could take care of her. I could start working on my project, tend to her when she needs it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
dual purpose. I could work my Fed job. Hey, E. Brooks, boo. I could work my Fed job. I could work on my project, which we don't know what this fucking project is. And I could take care of his mama. And I could take care of my kids, who don't have my last name, by the way.
I'll be able, and then he would be able to get some help also, because I would be in the house holding down the house. This is in text. This was not to ensure me being his wife or even one of the co-wives or nothing. This was so that he could find his wives. I felt like he was going to make a bad pick based off of.
I did all of this to help Umar find a wife. What was the dual purpose though, man? What in the blue hell were you to gain out of this?
Using poor judgment. Mm-hmm. So I came into the space to buy him time. And it's in text message. I don't know what he's trying to push off. I think it's the fact that I never wanted to marry him. I never wanted him as a husband. I never wanted anything with him other than we were just kicking it and linking, but.
We know it's in text messages, man. We saw the text messages. That's the crazy part about it. Your dumb ass put them text messages out and it made you look crazy. It didn't the fuck.
I didn't have a problem with taking care of his mother, but things needed to be right. You know what I mean?
Well, now, Lanea, I just have to say, and I could be wrong about this, but I think, and I could be totally wrong about this, but I think that when you saw that Umar needed help and you believed that no one was there to help him on the level that you were willing to.
Just a friendly reminder.
You better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, join the membership, buy an album.
Help him. But that when you saw his mother and how she was living, that you felt somehow that it was your responsibility to fix all of that. And as you were taking care of the mother, that it wasn't just care, meaning physical care, it's also that you cared about her too.
My nigga, she dropped his mama.
Yeah, I did. And he took her away too. So
see, people were asking, like, what do you mean by taking her away? This is from the last one. And that's why when you said that, I could tell even in your voice when you were talking about that you were hurt by that. What do you mean by him taking her away?
That's like maybe
Lennon is his mama though. If he wanted to take his mama away, he could. It's his mama. What the fuck? He don't owe her that.
That's a wrong way of saying it but that's his personality. If he sees, I told you that before, like the boot camp, he snatched that. Brendan Deppa, he snatched that. I mean, there were anything that I showed passion in, he would.
Did he snatch the boot camp from you or did he not bring it to fruition? He snatched his mom. He wham. He stopped fucking with me. That's pretty much what she's saying. He stopped fucking with me.
But that's his personality. If he sees, I told you that before, like the boot camp, he snatched that. Brendan Deppa, he snatched that. I mean, there were any.
Bringing Deppa, he snatched that. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Anything that I showed passion in, he would snatch it. I mean, I'm sitting up here trying to do research on how to take care of her. I don't like people that do that. It's like where I keep saying a fool's errand. I get my mind geared up I'm not tripping off of him, but he's got me looking for houses. I'm looking,
Sears.
trying to figure out what houses. I'm looking for.
He got that from Sears. He got me looking for houses. That man didn't ask you to do all that shit. That shit you volunteered, man. I'm sure if we see the text messages there, he probably ignored the fuck out of you.
Like, how do I lift somebody her size, being my height, and all that is stuff that I do not have time. I have things on my plate.
Okay, so question. If Umar was going to move his mama out the Section 8 house and y'all was going to move into a house, can people stop complaining, talk about the condition he had her living in? Because according to her, they was going to buy a house and get her out of there, out the Section 8. She was going to get off welfare. I bet ain't nobody going to point that out.
But I was willing to give it time if it was something that was going to make things better. This is like me saying, hey, I need help with setting up a platform. Lennon, you have your family, you have your kids, and you do all of this work setting up a skeleton, and I don't show you.
How come your kids ain't got their daddy last name, woman? That's all I want to know. How come your kids ain't got your daddy with their daddy last name? I was shocked. I'm telling you, I was looking at the thing again. I was reading it, and I was like, "Oh, this here was the suspension." It said he can't come back to school until somebody bring their ass up here to see him, the guardian or something. And I guess your baby daddy that love him so much, he happened to be out of town on a mission, and your other son filled in. I'm sure he got the same last name. But yeah, you got a pocket full of stones, huh? See what I did there? See what I did there, Siobhan? You got a pocket full of stones because your last name's Stone, and you got 3 stones. You get it? You see what I did there?
No, it's just like I'm sending you on some bullshit errand. When you get the work done, you like, wait a minute, what? You cost me time, and I don't have time to play with people that.
She sent the son to clear the suspension. She ain't even FaceTime on that motherfucker. She was too busy watching Umar Mama in this stank ass house, according to her.
I don't know if his interest slips or he just says things to keep people kind of like lead them on. And I don't mean that in any other way than what it was as far as with the projects, but then cut it loose. If you can say these nasty, vile things that people tell people, hey, I don't.
And man, Umar said, fuck these hoes. He a dog ass nigga. I feel him. I'm a dog ass nigga. I am not mad at Umar for putting hoes out the room and shit of that nature. I don't. I done done the same shit. Still will. The fuck? Fuck is you in here for if we ain't fucking? Why are you in here, ma'am? Yes, it's 3:30 in the morning. You know you ain't finna suck no dick or give up no pussy. Go home. We is not finna sit in this motherfucking spoon and my dick just be hard as a motherfucker. Bye.
I want to be bothered. Hey, I'm done with this. Hey, I don't want to do this. None of those things are in the text message.
I have to ask if
yes.
Let's say when you came out there,
you better call Mary Ann to come get you.
Here, if the mother wasn't there and it was just Umar and the situation was as it was, meaning he was living in filth, it was a hoarder situation. The mother's not there, so it's not that you're there to take care of the mother. Do you think that you would have stayed and kept dealing with Umar?
It depends on how bad his mental health.
Why did it take for you, Big Mama? Why did it take so long for you to answer that? Come on, Big Mama. Big Mama. Big Mama. You had to think about it, didn't it? You reminisce?
It was just Umar, and the situation was, let's say when you came out there, if the mother wasn't there and it was just Umar, and the situation was as it was, meaning he was living in filth, it was a hoarder situation. The mother's not there, so it's not that you're there to take care of the mother. Do you think that you would have stayed and
hell yeah, she would have cleaned that motherfucker up. Yes.
Kept dealing with Umar?
That's a simple no. You running around this motherfucker calling this man the devil himself, and you couldn't even say no when asked. Take Umar mama out of it. If you went there and the house was nasty and stinking, it was just him, would you have stayed, even though you took the sex off the table? That's the difficult one, Lenny. See, what you got to understand is the way I grew up in the UNIA and all this other stuff, Lenny. And then my baby daddy, he ain't got my kid, he ain't give my kids his last name, and so I just be going through a lot. And I forgot it hurt when y'all asked me why I didn't report. I was talking about I understand how it feel to be a single parent, and you just need that ride sometime. But I'm telling y'all, my baby daddy co-parenting shit with me, and this nigga wouldn't take me to work. He wouldn't give me cab fare, bus fare, send his homeboy over, nothing. He just said, fuck me. I know how I feel, but we co-parent good. That's why she came out defending when Umar said, do anybody know this bitch baby daddy? Tell him to holler at me. She was like, no! Please don't talk to this nigga. I bet Bro got a story to tell.
It depends on how bad his mental health was, if that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense because you already know how his mental health is, and he asking your motherfucking ass if his mama was out the equation, would you have stayed in that nasty, funky, filthy house? And you talking about depending on how this nigga mental health was. Son of a bitch. The house is that nasty, but now I probably would have stayed in it depending on how bad his mental health was. Jeez.
If I felt like he could man it, he just needed to find, it's not my problem. He just needs to find a female to help him come in here and get this stuff together. If he was actively showing, look, hey, I'm looking for a wife. I'm trying to.
Okay, I see y'all. Let's see here. There is 27 people on Pettigoat and 29 people on MoneyBoy Trey. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all cutting up. A little balance.
Find somebody to come in here and get my home together, get my travel together, do all of this stuff. Yeah, but maybe not, because his mouth is atrocious, and I just been like,
she would have said, fuck them kids and went out there with Umar.
You know what?
Fuck them stones.
It's all on you, buddy. You got to do it. But when the mom was in the mix, she was cool. Me and her was cool. It was when he came back, that's when shit went like, it tanked. It's like he was like the dark cloud that resurfaced.
Remy, how you gonna let her call you a rat, but the messages don't show you telling on her about anything? It shows you apologizing. And it also shows nobody was bothering her. She asked for the link. She asked for that trouble that she got into. And she still ain't took no accountability, because the same thing she said to you in the text message is the same thing she said on the panel 2 or 3 times, and we just wasn't trying to hear it. Which is why I said to her, we heard what Mary Ann said. We just listened to it. We don't need you to speak for us. We ain't slow. Well, I'm just saying, I'm going to tell you what she said, and then y'all pick it apart. We already picked it apart. It's a motherfucking lie.
It was kind of okay because he was gone, he was on the road. And I was thinking, if I'm in a home.
Oh, Mind Chaos, bro. I had went back and listened to you, and you said Mary Ann has a redeemable quality about herself. And I would have agreed with you if she had lied one time. The lady she done lied like 3-4 times, and she just continues. There is nothing redeemable about a motherfucking liar. They gonna continue lying, and we'll never be able to trust anything she said. The lady went as far as to say somebody got fired from Dollar Bank. It may be some lawyers losing their license, and the woman that got fired from the bank, she got motherfucking kids. 4 of them. I forgot the damn ages, but now it is just she can't be redeemed. She for the streets. It's too far gone. She did anything for clout, and she's willing to continue to do so. And then want everybody to act like that shit never happened.
Situation like this, he ain't gonna be around no way. It'll just.
Member, I like to apologize to all my member on YouTube for sticking with me for when I lied. I know I shouldn't have lied. My integrity should have kicked in, but here go the real chick. This is what I should have showed. Like still lying while apologizing for lying. Throw her to the trash. She's a kata.
Just be me and her. But and whatever he did out on the road, there's never no text messages about me. Hey, why are you hugged up with that girl? Oh, it was never about.
There actually are messages of you talking about when he got back in town, he looked like a nigga that just fucked. There actually are messages like that. Are you being pressed about him being with bitches, man? Ain't that why you said you was upset that recently? Don't y'all remember her saying Umar should have told her he had all them bitches? He should have told her and let her make a choice. I mean, it was never about no bitches and all of this other stuff.
Anything he did, have fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Patrick Bishop and telling Umar they done seen the surveillance tapes and who was that taking the 6,000 to 8,000 in to get the cashier's check. She just came up with an incredible story. She is not redeemable. She's a motherfucking liar. She better tell short stories. That's what the fuck she better do. She needs to let us know that everything in this short story is a lie. We'll watch that if she put it in movie form.
I told him have fun. But it's when it came down to her, when he started slipping, I was like, yeah, this is weird. I can't do it. So I think possibly it was the fact that I had gotten my sights set on like caring for her maybe, but also seeing some type of progress.
Umar took his mama away. He wasn't abusing his mama. She ain't in no fucked up situation. He took his mama away from her. And she knew that was the only inroad she had to this man at that point.
Before it was just like halted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the reason why I ask is because I think that there was a party that felt like you could fix Umar. And again, you had been speaking with him, and you told me for hours on the phone, but also a lot of text messages for about a year before you actually met him in person. I think that on some level you felt like you could fix him, but then on the other hand, I think that you seeing how the mother was living, that extended this sense that somehow you were going to fix all of this. I just think it's just way too much.
I think I was just.
But once again, let me shout out Lemonhead Lennon for leaving this here video up. I don't know why he did, but he's very, very aware that it's still up because every time I review this motherfucker, I tag him. So I appreciate you keeping it up, my G. I do. We needed to. I don't even blame you for this. I don't. I get it. I don't blame you for it, but it makes her look really, 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 really bad. Your folks still fuck with you, but it makes nobody fucks with her right now. She got 2 friends left on this bitch.
And then my kids are grown. Maybe I did borrow it, and I just wanted to. I don't like.
And your kid, what you borrow from your kids? What?
The mother was living, that extended this sense that somehow you were going to fix all of this. I just think it's just way too much. Sis.
I think I was just, and then my kids are grown. Maybe I did borrow it, and
And my kids are grown. She was about to say her kids are grown. Chunk was not grown, ma'am. He was 16 at the time when you sent that letter, and that was in 2024. He's an adult now, maybe.
Wanted to.
At the time, he was out there taking care of his mama. He was not.
Like leaving people that are not in a better space.
You took her. That was 2025 when you was taking care of his mama. And when you was sucking his dick, so he was 15 when you was sucking his dick.
When I found him, you know what I mean?
I totally understand. But again, sis,
but no, that's not my mom. I didn't mean it like he could do whatever he want to do. That's his mama. But I just,
Yeah.
So why are you mad that he took his mama from you then? If he could do what he want to do, why is it a big hubbub? You text, I knew you were going to take her from me. You crazy bitch, you. Y'all, has she beat up her community wall yet and told us why her kid last name is Stone like hers instead of his daddy's? I really want to know the answer to that. I'm behooved. What kind of man?
Yeah, I understand. And people are asking, what do you mean take her away? But I see what you're saying, that it wasn't just a job for you, that you really wanted to turn things around, not just for Umar, but for the mama too. Okay. But
No,
again,
I haven't even gotten to this level with my own mother yet. You know, I was like,
and that's everybody's point. This is weird that you care about this nigga mama more than your own. You don't go see your goddamn mama. You ain't trying to help your mama clean up her own goddamn house. But you taking care of Umar Johnson. Again, if this nigga was Randy Watson, a regular Joe Blow, you wouldn't have been doing all this shit. It's something boy, how many niggas done walk past you in Kansas City you ain't did this shit for? You only did it because this nigga's name was Umar Ifa Tunde Johnson. That's it. If the nigga wouldn't have been famous, none of this would have been going on.
Oh, we were talking. She's funny. She's hilarious. Y'all think Umar or something. She is hilarious. But yeah, so there is maybe even that bond. And I know there are people that have done CNA and then they come in and something's happened with their people and they feel some type of way. But this is why I work with numbers. I don't work with people because numbers is the same. They don't change. People, it's heart wrenching. So
okay, so let's get to these questions if you don't mind. Okay, sure. So I'm going to pull them up, and again, there's a lot inside the chat room. I tried my best to archive those, and we'll do our best to get through all of them. Okay, thanks everyone too for being patient during this live stream. I'll go in reverse order. And I asked this before, but I asked again: did you ever see Umar being violent?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Another question was: have you ever been to FMG, and if so, how much work was getting done when you went? And you did say you went to go see it. Was there any work getting done?
I just saw the outside of it. I didn't go, and he didn't know about it or anything. I didn't say, hey, I'm going up to FDMG. I went from.
So this didn't happen at all.
I went for my own because
he wouldn't let her paint. She was upset about not being able to go to paint day.
Because to be quite honest, I was really passionate in that too. That's where I wanted to. There's text messages. I wanted to go to paint day. He wouldn't let me go to anything.
This the same lady that I have watched this video too goddamn much. This is the same motherfucking lady that told y'all she didn't want to be seen in public with this nigga. But wouldn't paint day be public?
It's you doing too much.
He wouldn't let me go to paint day. I wanted to go. That nigga didn't even take you to the school. You had to do a drive-by according to you.
He didn't know about it or anything. I didn't say, hey, I'm going up to FDMG. I went from.
So you told the Uber or the Lyft to just circle the school. Cause you had to put in the location. You had to say, okay, I'm starting at Umar John's house. I'm going to FDMG, and then I'm coming back to Umar John's house unless you got dropped off and then called the Lyft. But I don't think you got dropped off in the hood in Wilmington, Delaware. I don't think you did. And walked around that jet. So you just told the Uber driver to hit the block. Just hit the block and then take me back. All right. She definitely annoying. That's why that nigga was ghosting the fuck out of her. She's annoying. She's bossy. She's a know-it-all. And it sounds like she's a drunk at this point.
I went for my own because, to be quite honest, I was really passionate in that too. That's where I wanted to. There's text messages. I wanted to go to paint day. He wouldn't let me go to anything.
Sis, it's you doing too much. I'm telling you, just too much. And I can tell you good people. You good people.
Now, is she still good people now, Lennon? After she done stuck you in your back and twisted that motherfucker? No, she ain't good people. That's why you let the video get up. I just saying though, Lennon. I mean, can you hit your boy Cash out with the lemon head? You can give me $1 with the lemon head. Super chat your boy or something, nigga. I'm doing the Lord's work on your behalf.
You my kind of people, but you was trying to fix everything.
Yeah.
And he's not worthy of that. He's not even receptive to that, let alone being worthy of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he wouldn't.
Lennon, that's some hating ass shit to say.
There for everybody.
I'm just saying that's some hating ass shit. Lennon, stop hating on this man game because he got the ability to pull holes. Like, stop hating, nigga. You decided to get married at 17 and stay married for 40 years. That ain't for everybody.
Schedule me to link up for hooking up, but you don't want me to come paint? I can't paint.
And that should tell y'all everything y'all need to know about her status in Umar Johnson's life. She said, so you will reach out to me to hook up with me and shit of that nature, but I can't paint. Goddamn right. I want to fuck you, but I don't want nobody to know that I'm fucking with you. She said she didn't want to be seen in public with him. This nigga turned down a free body to help paint. And y'all know her. She's a warrior. She would have painted like half of the motherfucking school in one day. That's how dedicated she was to the cause. Half the school would have got painted in one day with that bitch. She would have stayed up there 23 hours. She would have brought that nigga some pimento cheese sandwiches and everything to that bitch. Had a picnic in the gym.
He wouldn't let me, like, I couldn't. He was like, it was there for everybody.
Man, where was your kids when you was trying to do all this? Where was Chunk them? Who had Chunk? Justice for Chunk. Where was, I'm just saying, she wanted to paint and all this other bullshit. Where was Chunk?
Schedule me to link up for hooking up, but you don't want me to come paint? I can't paint?
Justice for Chunk Stone, hashtag it.
Like, yeah, but that's probably because he had other people that he was dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
He told me, yeah, and that's the whole thing. I told him, I was like, I have a good way of compartmentalizing that. I didn't want him, so I wanted him. I loved seeing him with taking pictures with women. I wanted him to find somebody good for him. I didn't want him. I think I just wanted.
This is some weird ass shit.
I was on the mission. I was not on him. You know what I mean? I'm hard on the mission. And there's a saying, follow, and I've been putting it in the chat, follow the mission, not the man. But when the man was slipping, it started to affect the mission, and that bothered me.
Okay, real quick, just for even more context, when you say mission, you're talking about helping the community to do better. Umar's supposed to be someone who's there to help the community do better.
How was the mission compromised? He didn't do shit to her. He ignored her. What Lemonhead, somebody gave me the $1 for you, and they dropped the lemon. They dropped the lemon squeeze in the chat. So I accept that on your behalf and continue to get this hope. We're gonna go through all 5 hours of this junk, and if you leave it up, even if you take it down, I got it. I just have to remember where I left off it. Yeah, we hashtag justice for Chunk. We need justice for Chunk. She just abandoned her damn son who got her last name to take care of this nigga mama and suck his dick and help him find wives and move and interior decorate and paint FDMG. What the fuck? Man, it didn't sound like you did no goddamn parenting. Who you leave that boy with? Thank you for the cash out.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the cash app. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
You wanted to participate in that process.
Yes. I'm very, very big on. And
if you would like justice for Chunk, hit the cash app, hit the super chat, light the screen up. Fuck the super chat, fuck the cash app. Light the screen up if you would like justice for Chunk.
I'm actively in it. I don't just like.
Yeah, but sis, you see, I think Umar, he probably looks out for women like that, the ones that, you know, they're down for the cause. But then for Umar, it's also in his own mind as a predator. This is the type of woman that I want to at least try to see if I can get her to do stuff for me, for under the guise of for the cause. But it's more than that.
Yeah.
In some cases, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah.
And that was a lot of the thing with Philly, because I was like, there's so much work in Philly. Why hasn't he ever touched down in Philly? Like, get in the trenches, get busy.
There's so much work in Kansas City. How come you've never got down in the trenches and touched down and did no work in Kansas City? But you worried about what this man done done. Why is you letting this hoe talk so much, sir? I'm glad you did, but see what this got you? See?
It's so much work out there.
Lennon like, fuck you, little nigga. I got paid $100,000 off this series. Fuck you, man. I'd do it again. I would too. I ain't gonna even hold you.
To do, and I don't know what his reasoning was, but you know, it's a lot of the reason why I didn't have a problem going to Philly there. And I asked him about all of this stuff. This is so good that I kept these text messages. Like I asked him about, you know, why is Philly pumping out all these activists? Why are you?
We ain't seen no damn text message of you asking him why Philly pumping out all these activists and why and how in the fuck would he know?
You think? And he's aloof. He didn't want to talk about it. He never wanted to talk about the movement, anything when he was with. He never wanted to talk about any of that stuff.
All he wanted to do was stick his dick in your mouth. You was a concubine, ma'am.
What did you guys mainly talk about?
Bullshit. Like
no. I'm talking.
Exactly, but she swears she's the fourth. She knows everything about Umar, but they ain't talk about shit. He ain't never want to talk about nothing.
He's very much like a child. He's very much like a child. He's very he doesn't catch jokes very well. I can't like joke with him via text because he doesn't. That's why most of our texts were sexual because there's nothing else that you can link with
That's all he wanted you for, you dumb bitch. What the fuck? And she didn't realize this made her look bad 8 months ago.
I have like an eclectic taste when it comes to, you know, I can be talking about Game of Thrones in 1 minute. I could be down here and something else. I'm all over the place. Like I was talking about Iridium with him, and he was just like, he's lost. His intellect is very one stream. It's all about the movement, or you know. And with that, when I started to speak on like the move, I'm asking him about move a year ago, and he was like, just gave me a very like simple answer. I was like, no, going to depth. You out there with them? Tell me what's the real stuff, like, you know. And he didn't have nothing for me, and that was another thing that kind of, I was like, oh, you ain't know, because it was flat. I was wanting to be.
Oh, you ain't know. I'ma still take care of your mama though.
You got a chance to be with somebody who is pumping themselves up as a revolutionary.
That's just an act with Umar, though.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just an act, though. Once he gets on stage,
yes, and that's what his followers don't get. Like I thought we was gonna be sitting on the bed talking about all these wonderful things about the movement and passing.
But he childlike though. You sitting here get it like a goddamn teenager, talking about sitting on the bed looking at plans for the movement. And this ain't your husband or your boyfriend. So why in the fuck did you think I was gonna do any shit that resembled that? Justice for Chunk Chunk. We need to know why he ain't got his dad's last name. He need his dad's last name so he can get their Social Security in case of an accident.
Conspiracy. He don't want to talk about that stuff. He want to talk about ordering DoorDash.
And let's not forget, this lady is 44. 44, finna be 45.
He want to watch Netflix and chill. That is annoying. You being gassed. And once I figured it out Lennon, once I was out there and I figured it out from them 4 days, because he was like, what you gonna do? Because I don't want you laying up in a hotel room. I was like, I'm about to get.
She figured it out after her first 4 days there. She figured it out. And Umar was in and out the city, so he asked her, what you gonna be doing? Because I don't want you sitting in no hotel. That don't sound like no nigga that spent the night.
Get out here and see Philly. What are you talking about? And then I tested it. I said, I'm going to the Moneybag Yo concert. He was like, oh, what is that? I was like, you don't know who? I was like, never mind. Because there's a lot of stuff he don't know. Mm-hmm. And I was just testing it. I wasn't going, I'm not a child. I wasn't going to that. But I was just testing it. And I played a lot of drill music when we were in that hotel. He didn't have no problem with it. I was literally in the bathroom rapping, curling my hair, and he's like,
in that hotel.
He didn't have nothing to say
You was in the bathroom curling your hair to go nowhere, ma'am. Nowhere.
about it. I'm listening to K Camp and he's just like, oh, well,
I don't even know
She curled her hair to suck his dick.
who that is.
I listen to a lot. I listen to
yeah, but
everything.
you did say though. I'm sorry, I apologize. You did say in the last interview that Umar's he's really just a regular person.
He is. He's playing a character.
He's supposed to be a regular goddamn person. Everybody's a regular fucking person. No matter how famous you are, you still a regular goddamn person.
People do not understand. Like, I thought he was vegan. Oh, I meant to send you the picture of the hotel room after he left. I thought he was vegan. He wants his mother to be vegan.
I meant to send you the hotel room after he left. Don't sound like he spent the night. It sound like he fucked you and left, like he said. But you took pictures of the hotel room after he left. Why? You act like that motherfucker was like Diddy. And it's a motherfucking hotel. Somebody else is going to clean up after you.
And so he's bought all of this stuff. It's like he talked to a vegan and just bought all this stuff. He didn't even care if I knew how to fix vegan food or anything. He was just like, that's vegan stuff. And then here's a cabinet.
Bitch, you cook vegan food like you cook anything else. The main ingredient in vegan food is vegetables, bitch. Vegetables.
2 cabinets full of all of this snack stuff. He didn't like try to say, hey, do you know how to prepare it? This is how I want her to eat. He didn't have a meal plan. He didn't have a schedule. And even when we were at the room, I was like, oh, well, I can't order that because I know he ain't going to eat it. I was like, well, what do you want to get to eat? And he's like, I want chicken nuggets and pizza. And I was
like, he's such a.
Even when we was at the room, I was like, what you want, boo? What you want? Chicken nuggets and pizza. Guess what? My girlfriends will tell y'all I eat the same shit. Especially if it's somewhere I'm like, I don't know what's on the menu, man. Give me not no nuggets. Give me some tenders. Give me a pizza. That's me. Simple. What's wrong with that?
Bakers.
Like when he came back from Atlanta, he was fasting. He was like, I was like, what are we gonna eat? He was like, Chinese food. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. The Prince of Peanut, you want to eat? Even I got a text when I was at the vending machine and I said, pick something, Papa. And he's
man, Lennon was getting a bag. That's why he patient. He like, man, tell it all on this nigga. He responded to you too. He came on the internet and said, your pussy stink. Talk. Say all you want to.
Said Twix. I was like, okay. He's just a normal person. He's not, you know, and I think.
What was funny about him saying he wanted a Twix?
The Prince of Peanut, you want to eat? Even I got a text when I was at the vending machine and I said, pick something, Papa. And he said,
pick something, Papa. You don't want him to be your boyfriend, no. Pick something, Papa.
Twix. I was like, okay.
And then if she's telling us, if you listen to it, all of this shit she's making it seem like it's the first time they hooked up. We don't hear about no other hookups. We hear them talking in text messages about coming, but she never did until it was time for his mama.
He's just a normal person. He's not, you know, and I think that's probably why things got a little, and then I dialed back on because I can be a little bit militant in my thoughts. So I dialed back a little bit on that. And we got along like.
Man, we saw them goddamn text messages. You did not pull back at all, bitch. You was averaging 70 unanswered text messages a day. Okay,
we didn't really have any issues where, you know, like if I played Ministry, like if I'm listening to heavy metal and I played Ministry, he wouldn't have cared. And I tell people his ringtone was what's his name? Sam Smith. He's a white man that is, you know, homosexual.
We know she lied. That nigga ringtone is notorious. We are Notorious, he is. She lied. That nigga ain't got no damn Sam Smith on his song. Which Sam Smith song, bitch? Sam Smith got quite a few singles. Which one?
What?
That's his ringtone.
What are you talking
the
about?
leader of the black movement, huh?
She just, you know why she said Sam Smith white? Because he white and gay. That's just a double whammy. And that's supposed to go against everything the Prince of Pan-Africanism would stand for. But we all know this nigga's ringtone is notorious big. It's been there 10 goddamn years. Now, he might listen to some Sam Smith in the car, just like we caught him listening to Fantasia When I See You. But is it his ringtone? Nah.
What are you talking about? Sam Smith?
Yeah, he likes that one song by Sam Smith.
Who is Sam Smith?
Sam Smith is like this. He's very colorful.
Yeah, he do. I see right now. He looks very gay. No disrespect.
He's a normal guy. He has something bad to say about everybody.
Yeah, he does. What's the song though that he likes? Do you know?
It's the one with Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
Stay with me. Yeah, stay with me.
That must be the remix with Mary J. Blige on it. I don't know about that one with her. I know Sam on it by himself. So he got the Stay With Me remix on there. All right.
Because that damn ringtone would go all night long. Like, bro, turn off the phone.
That is too funny. I'm gonna listen to this when I get a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good song, you know, but it wasn't what I thought he was gonna be listening to.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think he. Yeah. And I love me some Mary J. That's she's one of my favorite singers.
Yeah, I love Mary J. Yeah. But he wasn't my type of person, but I gave it a chance because that's
what I said. It might be a remix or something because I don't remember her being on that particular song. I probably would have downloaded. I got that song downloaded. It's in my playlist. Heard it on the way to the beach.
Thought that we had that in line, and then I was praying that he was one of those men that want to pour into you. He's not one of those men.
What? You want a nigga that ain't your boyfriend to pour into you? Skip it back.
Person, but I gave it a chance because
Hold on. Y'all know I like to play around. Let's chop and screw this bitch. Let's slow her down. Let's slow her down, guys. Let's slow her down to the slowest we can get it.
He wasn't my type of person, but I gave it a chance because I thought that we had that in line, and then I was hoping, I was praying that he was one of those men that want to pour into you. He's not one of those men.
No, he's not.
No, he doesn't. Even when
you was hoping and praying that he would pour what into you besides cum? What else did you want him to pour into you, ma'am?
I thought that we had that in line, and then I was hoping, I was praying that he was one of those men that want to pour into you. He's not one of those men.
No, he's not.
No, he doesn't. Even when I changed over, because I needed it for myself, for my own self, and I was asking him. He told me the books and everything, but my Baba, I had to find my own. He sent me to 3 people. They were all act like him, like real nasty undertone.
Yeah, you talking about Baba Lyles?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I found my own spiritual godfather through, my other means, by being around people.
Why did you need him to give you a bye-bye anyway if you were already practicing that type shit anyway? Where was the nigga that you had before him? And why your son ain't got his daddy last name, ma'am? Oh, I almost forgot. I almost be forgetting every day. I told y'all every day that Umar Johnson is free, I'm gonna tell y'all he's still out here living his best life despite Lanea's federal investigation currently pending on him. He is still free. He is not locked up yet. She said she had 4 meetings with him, and this nigga is still free. He just was drinking a motherfucking smoothie on the live. He got some Juneteenth shit playing. He going out the country again. He living his best life.
People that are EFI and they move different and they act different.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept him out of it. You know, anything like that, I keep him away from it. I found my own people. And
I think it's back forth by my count, guys.
Yeah, there was a question from Domo. Let me see here. And I remember this. There was a video where someone called Umar and he was talking about getting a house, and the person on the phone was saying told him how much the house was, and Umar was like, he started laughing. That's expensive, something like that. The question is, were you the person that called Umar while he was live and told him the prices of some houses?
Oh wow, it could have been. I'm the person that he's done dropped a lot of stuff on me, and this is another reason why I'm not. He's a very emotional person. So if you are one of the two wives, you better believe if he's mad about something, your business is gonna go out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even where it's whatever he determines the narrative is. Because
hey man, I don't mean no harm, but anybody that had ever contacted this lady, they shit that ended up out here. See, every Lady Luck Club, Lennon, everybody that the KKC, Real, everybody shit she put our shit out here, but she lied on me. I ain't care about it putting it out, but put the whole thing down. Don't chop it up like you did the Umar, Texas bitch, because I show the whole thing. I just say she didn't turn on everybody. And then she turned on, she gonna put Information Man shit out here next.
I was upset. Well, it was something I wasn't even upset, but I was just like, it was something that happened. Oh no, this is about the name. I have my ex's name on me.
Okay.
And
you mean
we
last
have a
name?
child together, you know.
Yeah,
you mean the ex who didn't give y'all son his last name? Or you talking about the physician ex? Which one is it? Because we now know that Chunk is a stone. Justice for Chunk.
Last name?
He was on live talking about you can't have no man's name tatted on you. And I'm like,
a tattoo.
Different.
Yeah, a tattoo. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I could.
Wait a minute, ho. Wait a minute, ho. So you got your baby daddy name tattooed on you, and your son got your last name? God damn, dog. This hoe is slow as a armadillo on lean. This don't make no damn sense. You got a tramp stamp on you, and your son ain't even and your son is a stone. God, your parents failed you. They did not teach you about your pussy power at all. Like nobody taught you the game. You couldn't have been taught the game because look at the shit you was doing at 43 for Umar. Damn, G. This is sad. You had your baby young. They ain't teach you how to you ain't know how to properly wash your pussy at 14. That you wasn't even wiping right. You probably still smell like piss when you got up at the end of the day. I just saying they ain't teach you. Then you had a baby on top of it. Life got real.
Tell by when we weren't good, his lives were angry and he was.
You told me that.
People. Yeah, so I tried to, and there's really only thing that I can't bake and cook for him. The only thing that I can do is talk sex, to him. So we had a lot of sexy talk. So
would you say that would calm him down and make him nicer, more amicable?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. When things, when I needed attention, like his attention.
When I needed attention, when I needed his attention, I threw the pussy at him. He didn't calm down, no. That nigga didn't say shit to you. That nigga will respond back with an emoji or he will react to your text. He was not trying to fly you out, ma'am. All this is sexual talk via text, not what they actually encountered. She just keeps going back to that first weekend. It's the reason she keeps talking about that first weekend. It's probably because it's the only time she got the dick.
To something, then I would started put the real stuff in and ended off with that. Like ended off with the. He's very sexually, but
charged.
Yeah. It's all about sex, you know. And then
that's all you offered to him, and he wasn't even studying you. He wasn't.
Which kind of fit in the moment because I was like trying to explore a little bit, but you know, he's more focused on that. That's a coercion for him. Another reason why I was trying to stay in his face, drain him out.
Wait, dead rains. The whore was trying to explore. Horror the Explorer.
More focused on that. That's a coercion for him. Another reason why I was trying to stay in his face, drain him out. And I'm not trying to be nasty, but you know, I was trying to keep him drained out so that he could go out and be thinking on another.
Wow.
With another hit.
She thought he was jacking off because she was sending him freaky text messages. Not nudes, not FaceTimes, not pussy playing with videos, because she was talking freaky in text messages. We seen them damn text messages. It wasn't that goddamn freaky. And she thought she was keeping him cleaned out. She thought she was keeping his balls drained. But then she was worried about somebody else draining his balls in text message. It's crazy work.
You know, I understand what you the thing though, sis, is that there's nothing wrong.
Now, Lanea, I did a 27-hour marathon. You do realize I could just play all whatever, I think it was 12 videos. I could just do them all one at a goddamn time, just one by one, instead of running a whole 27 hours, because them motherfuckers got the text messages in there, and I'm missing a couple of them too. I feel like I'm missing a couple of those fucking videos. I got to go through my shit just to make sure, but I feel like I'm missing one or two. Yeah, I could just play all them bitches one by one instead of, because, you know, at the 27 hours, they wouldn't even let the video pop back up no more. They were like, nope, you ain't gonna be able to do it, son. Y'all synced it, but you ain't gonna be able to see it no more. I think it said after 12 hours, you can't see the stream no more.
Because we're adults and we're human beings, we're sexual beings, and there's nothing wrong with the exploratory part, but it has to be with the right person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was not the right person. I thought he was more mature.
Her heartbroken. Poor little boo-boo. Umar hurt your feelings. He broke your heart. Poor little baby.
I never thought that he would be the type of person that he, like when I first met him and all these pictures and stuff, I didn't think that he would be the person that I saw last night, or even the person I saw the first night we linked up.
What do you mean?
You talked about his mama and you ain't think he was gonna act no fool. And I told y'all she keeps going back to the first time they ever hooked up. It ain't no other times in between. It's the first. Fuck that. If y'all is laughing so goddamn hard, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, join the membership, or buy an album. Please.
Can you explain that? What do you mean? Is it there's a serious difference between the two?
Yeah, he's when y'all meet him at the events, he goes into a different persona, and then when he comes out of the event, you'll probably see if you've ever done an event for him, he goes very quiet. He's very quiet. The person that you're seeing at the end of the event when everybody is gone, that is a side of Umar. When he's up on that stage, he's not that person. He's not cracking jokes and, you know, and all of that. He's not, when he says powerful, when you're talking to him, he's not listening to you.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that.
He's not listening. I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you. He's not, I'm going to keep it a full beam with you. That man is not listening to you. He's thinking about something way else. He doesn't have the right response. So he has a handful of responses that he leans on. Because I was talking to him from the bathroom and I'm like, da 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 da. He's like, yeah, powerful queen. And I'm like, what?
you was like, you know, I was thinking about doing my hair this way. What do you think?
And he don't care about them wigs. and I was going to try to be on camera or whatever, but he doesn't care about. I will probably do it for the next time, but I got people walking in and out.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Yeah.
No, it was only thing it was for the kids. Like the kids were running in and out there outside, popping firecrackers.
Oh no, I understand. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Okay.
But yeah, but he doesn't care about blonde hair. He doesn't care about, and I'm not trying to encourage women to wear anything or to do anything other than.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Damn, there's so much going on. I'm pulling the lake, eating some chicken. Mr. Judge then sent me a screenshot of this crazy bitch's community wall, and she is calling him the spawn of Satan. Oh no, it's not a community wall. She is under his damn comment section. Boy, I told you to block that crazy bitch a long time ago. You was allowing her crazy ass to be over there fucking with you. I've been blocked that bitch. I don't got time for that. Thank you for the $5 PayPal.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Yourself. But yeah, he's not worried about weave. He's not worried about blonde hair.
Did you wear weave or blonde hair or anything like that? Or
I never wear weave. I'm just not that type of person. I will get my nails done. I usually have the RBG on one of my rings.
She wears a gray wig.
Finger, like Married to the Mission. But I wear nails. Sometimes I get them done. Sometimes I stop. I let my nails breathe. It is what it is. He's never told me don't. The only time he's ever said anything about my hair is he was like, put your hair in 2 ponytails. Because that's what he likes.
What in the world?
Yeah, he likes the 2 ponytails. So yeah, but other than that, he doesn't care about me listening to rap music. I listen to 42 Doug. I listen to, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. So
okay, well, let's get to some more of these questions. When you were at his mother's residence, was there air conditioning and heating for the mom?
There was air conditioning and there was heating. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It needs to be ventilated though. That house.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. Speaking of the house being, it needs to be ventilated. You said, I don't know if you said it in the interview or if you told me this through email, but that the wheelchair access
is blocked.
On the inside, right?
Yeah, it's blocked. So when you walk in the house, you look to the left. There's a couch. And it's a long brown couch, and then he's got stuff stacked up in the corner.
Well, we didn't see that in Mia's video. We didn't see that at all.
Like, there's no way he's moving that stuff out of the way every time he's taking her out of the house. And then there's 2 recliners. One is her lift chair. Then her bed is there, and then on the other side, on your right side, if you're going in a circle, then that's where the TV is, and all of her hygiene stuff is like out. And then you keep walking down, that's the kitchen.
Okay, let me say this: if let's say you were there and there was an emergency that you had to get her out the house, how would you do that?
I don't know. Because I couldn't get her off the floor. So
see, now, I'm sorry, real quick. Hold that thought. This is why I don't think that Umar has professionals coming to help her. Because if he did, they're mandated reporters, and if they come in there and they see that they can't even get the woman out of there, and if there's an emergency, there's an egress issue, they would have to report that.
Lennon, do you see what you just said there? And then the woman's gonna turn around and she's already told you the fire department came in there. Firefighters are mandated reporters. She told you they didn't even take a report. I'm glad you said that, Lemonhead, because why the fuck didn't that ring off in your head when she told you the fire department came in there? They would have seen the handicap access ramp and shit was blocked off as she described. If she said he wasn't moving all that shit in order to take her out, she wasn't moving all that shit neither to let them in.
Honestly think, and I have someone that is
No, they were
looking. There
brown. It was just
is a
pampered
lady
and
that
stuff
owns a
on there
company,
that made it look white to me.
and I don't believe that the people are they're not American Black. And see, this kind of stuff hurts a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It hurts a lot of people. That was the reason why I was trying. But if the state would have sent somebody in there to see, they could have sent somebody in there that is absolutely a mandated reporter. I know there were some times when I couldn't get in touch with him. I was trying to figure out how to get her up off the ground. I tried to protect him the best that I in touch with him. I was trying to figure out how to get her absolutely a mandated reporter. I know there were some times when I couldn't get in touch with him. I was trying to figure out how to get her up off the ground. I tried to protect him the best that I could because I was not in a space to make things worse. Protect him the best that I could because I was not in a space to make things worse. I tried to protect
Yeah, I don't think y'all heard anything I said. Did y'all hear? What was the last thing y'all heard me say? Because I was going the fuck off. I don't know what y'all heard me say, but I was going the fuck off about how in the fuck did she say, she said it twice. She said, oh, it fro, that was me. Okay, so I pointed out, she said in this video twice. I'm like 2 minutes behind. Anyway, she froze in this damn video twice. She I mean not froze. Son of a bitch, I lost my train of thought. Oh no, so twice in this video she said she cared for Umar. She said she protected Umar. No time in this video did she say she hotlined him. Ever. She just said that she protected him because she wasn't in a position to make things worse, but later she's saying she hotlined. Now, I ain't freeze. I hit mute. The mic was on fucking mute. That's what it was. I was going the fuck off of like what I just said there. And I said, does anybody want to hit the link? Because, yeah, she said it twice in this video. At the 51-minute mark, she said, hold on, I fuck it. I'm going to play it back for y'all. She said this shit twice in this video. I'm at 143. Let me go back to 51. Let's see what she said at the 51-minute mark about Umar Mama.
I mean,
Why didn't I'm seeing this in the thing too. Why I didn't report. Here's another thing, and I think I said this earlier. There are a lot of women that I have went out of town and I have helped them get out of bad situations with men. The situation that I walked into was not ideal for their children. I always try to talk to those women beforehand or talk to people before I just CPS and start calling and reporting things. I tried, and you will see this because I gave receipts. I tried to talk to Umar. When the paramedics showed up, I tried to protect him, but I also tried to protect his mother. I tried to do everything.
Okay, so that's the first time she said it in this live that she tried to protect Umar. No mention of hotlining. Then what did I say? What I say was it 143?
They're not American Black. And see, this kind of stuff hurts a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It hurts a lot of people.
Okay, she's about to say it for the second time that she protect Umar Johnson, and the reason she protected him is because she wasn't in the position to make things worse. But nowadays, she's telling y'all she care about this nigga's mama and the health that she's in, and she didn't change the story and said she didn't hotline them after telling y'all she wasn't in a position to make shit worse.
That was the reason why I was trying it, but if the state would have sent somebody in there to see, they could have sent somebody in there that is absolutely a mandated reporter. I know there were some times when I couldn't get in touch with him. I was trying to figure out how to get her up off the ground. I tried to protect him the best that I could because I was not in the space to make things worse.
So which one is it, you lying ass bitch? You weren't in the position to make things worse. That's why you didn't call, or did you call but you couldn't tell anybody because you didn't want him to know? Either way it go, you's a lying son of a bitch. Let's hear it again. She said she protected this nigga twice in the same fucking interview. Lennon, is this why you left this up, Lennon? Appreciate it, my guy. I ain't stay on Umar ass, nigga. Stay on Umar ass. As long as you leave this video up for me to tear this bitch up, do your thing, G.
Good.
Hold on, let me put it back in normal speed. This bitch is despicable. I ain't care about Umar's mom since when? Because 8 months ago you didn't.
Because I was not in a space to make things work. Is absolutely a mandated reporter.
The firefighters are mandated reporters, and if the handicap ramps and shit were blocked, as Lennon said, they would have had to report. So Lennon, it wasn't as bad as she said, sir.
I know there were some times when I couldn't get in touch with him. I was trying to figure out how to get her off.
She dropped his main mama
off the ground. I tried to protect him the best that I could because I was not in a space to make things worse. But when the paramedics came and I was sitting there, I was talking to her because she was on the ground. I felt bad, I couldn't get her up. She's like my side, I couldn't get her up. So the paramedics came. I'm like, oh, can you help me get her up? They didn't take a name, they didn't do anything. But I mean,
But they gonna miraculously have on body cams. They didn't do their job on body cams. That's what you saying? Because if it's on body cam, that means they did not do their job and it's recorded and all them bitches need to be fired.
Get her up. She's like my side, I couldn't get her up. So the paramedics came. I'm like, oh, can you help me get her up? They didn't take a name, they didn't do anything. But I mean, if it could, it had to be pulled up, it could, but they didn't trip. They were young guys, good looking guys too. They were really good looking guys.
You need to stop.
She didn't drop this man mama and she worried about how fine the firefighters are. But again, the firefighters came in there, they had conversation, they helped her get the mama up. She didn't tell them to check. They didn't see the motherfucking blocked exits or nothing. They just had a wham damn doozy of a thing. What's not work? Hold on. That might be the wrong thing. I don't think, you know what? It might be the wrong link. I'm dropping it now. Hold on. It probably was the wrong one.
They helped her up off the ground. Amazing dudes. He stood up on one side of the bed and he put the sheet in between her arms and they hoisted her up like, you know, she was an engine. And I was like, I wouldn't know. He was like, yeah, you couldn't get her up off that ground. That's the, you know, it's like, wait, she can't help you, you know.
You couldn't get her up off the ground, bitch, because you dropped her. Umar ain't had that problem because he ain't dropped his mama. Mia didn't have that problem because she ain't dropped his mama. But you protected him, ma'am, twice. Twice you said you protected him. You knew his mom was in a fucked up position as you said it, and you still protected him.
Real quick, this is just how my mind works. I'm a little weird.
That's okay.
Why are you always bringing up stuff dealing with like cars, mechanics, engines, that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I'm just weird. I love cars. Let me tell you, I love cars. I got problems. My son had a Hellcat. And he is like 18. He didn't have no business.
No.
And I was
There we go.
The protector.
Yeah, at first when I kept coming up here, it wasn't working. It kept going to
it was the old link.
Timed up. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to come up here and call her a fat funky bitch for doxing my number. The gloves is off, lady. You fat funky motherfucker.
She knew.
Yeah, the gloves is off, Trey. I'm on your type time right now. That's strike 3 for all the niggas.
Welcome to the team. She told y'all I can't do this shit by myself, so welcome to the goddamn team, real. Welcome.
Now your funky ass is in trouble.
But I couldn't help it. He's spinning, I spin it. We was both spinning it. Then we was like, we gotta get rid of this because we're gonna go. He had like a ticket the first week. Me and his dad got on him. And then he came back. I had a ticket the next week.
His dad, who didn't give him his last name?
That's diabolical. All my kids got my last name. I know the girls got both of our last names, but my last name went in there. Like for his last name not to go in there at all.
Hyphenated, as long as your name in there, the hyphenated is fine.
Right. That's unacceptable.
Chunk is a stone. The baby boy is a stone, like his mama.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable as a man. I mean, in my family, like the last generation, like my mom and them, all the girls got the women's last name, and the boys got the father's last name. That's if you had boys and girls. That's how they did it. But yeah, I didn't play that shit. My last name got to go on all them motherfuckers, even if you hyphenated. It gotta go there. Well, I ain't claiming nothing.
No,
No,
daughters
no, no, I
got
would. I
daughters got
still
to get
would.
the
I
last
still would.
name
I still
too.
would. I'm just fucking with you.
Daughters can get
I'm just,
rid of the last name when they get married or they hyphenate.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I took the car away from him. I said, we gotta get rid of this car.
That's right. Yeah, bless your heart. I knew it was something. That's how
I love
Hey, Trey.
four wheelers. I love
Hey, Trey, did you hear when she called him Papa? That don't
Yeah,
sound like a woman that was just trying to cut sex
man,
off
man.
and just use him as a tool. She called that nigga Papa.
I know. I remember this video from 8 months ago. That's why I damn near remember everything she said verbatim because I
Right.
reviewed it once back then. I played it in the damn marathon. I'm listening to it now. So yeah, but that's how I knew where to go when I was telling y'all, like, I'm for sure this bitch said she protected Umar. I knew I
And
heard it.
I
I
want
just didn't know where it was at. And I didn't know she said it twice in the same
right,
video.
right. She wanted, in Bernie Mac words, the dick. And I want to make an announcement on Trade Channel. My mouse will be here tomorrow, so we can stop all this bullshit streaming. My mouse will be here tomorrow. I ordered the
Hey,
mouse.
that stream was better than the Marianne Lawrence stream you had before that one.
Right. I wish I had known that shit, Trey. I really wish you would have told me this shit a couple weeks ago. But you just remember,
A
it's better late than never. Though.
a couple weeks ago, you never had a Marianne Lawrence live. You was just doing audio. I was like, when I seen you holding the phone to the tablet, I was like, no, it's the easier way, sir. You could use the
Right.
easier way.
Right. It's better late than never, though. Shit.
Brent was out here officially struggle streaming. I'm not staying long, gentlemen. I just gotta say this. This chick is Looney Tunes. I read what she put on Mr. Judge's comment, and it's the lies for me. Like, you've been over there watching that man comment, and you over there commenting. You've been on that man's panel. So for you to keep saying you ain't never been over there, why the fuck is you lying?
Right. Stinking booty bitch.
I cussed you out on this panel. That's why you said I couldn't have went on no other man panel and did it. Pop
Hey,
up on something now.
hey, Mind Chaos and Trey. That text message is from when y'all cooked her that night. And I'm telling her, like, yo, I wasn't up there. My phone died. And I apologize if something like that happened. I told y'all that.
She didn't even complain about it though. She showed where she asked you for
She
the link.
deleted her text messages.
Well, no,
She
she just
deleted.
showed. She just showed where she asked you for the link and you sent it, and then you apologized.
No, she deleted her text message. It was a text message in there saying, "Oh, how you let that happen?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yo, I wasn't up there." And
You
I
should
kept
show
telling
that.
y'all that. And Mind Chaos, when you did the live stream, did I not tell you, yo, my phone died. I wasn't up there. I ain't hear all this shit.
She
You
never said
did, but
ask for the link.
what I'm saying is you
So,
should show the text message where she redacted.
oh shit,
Cause,
yeah, I do got that. My phone, and why I didn't even think of that.
'Cause now
I
I'm
be slow
wondering
sometimes.
if she deleting text messages to make you look a type of way. What all is she deleting from them text messages she be showing about Umar?
That's what I
Man,
said earlier.
when she lied on me, I heard up and showed that whole message thread. Like you not
But
finna
I
play
think if
with
you
me.
got an iPhone, you could delete it from both
Nah,
phones
your
because
side still gonna be there.
Sticky Butt Doodoo Man did that shit with me.
Your
He
side
deleted
should
some of the
still
text
be
messages.
there.
I don't know
No,
what type of phone you got, but on an
I got
iPhone,
an Android.
yeah, you can't just delete text messages like that. Trust me, there's plenty
Well,
times I
when
wish
I
I
go up
could.
on
You
some of
can't.
these text messages that I got from Black Mode Doogie Juice guy, they're not there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you block them?
Yeah, I did.
Well, if they're in the spam folder then or on the block list.
Yep, they're in the spam folder on the
Oh,
Android.
that's why.
Yep,
Okay, I didn't block her. I blocked him.
yep.
I definitely
But
blocked him. That night he started texting me.
Yeah, so you
saying
got
all
to
this
go to
bullshit.
your block list and go to the messages. They'll still be there.
Oh, okay. I mean, for a Wi-Fi number, it was a text
Unless you
now
hit the
number.
button to delete them, because when I block them, I always save the
No, I
messages.
didn't. I didn't delete nothing. It was just I just blocked him. But it's a
Nah,
text now
but
number.
you
It's a Wi-Fi number.
but when you block them on the Android, it still goes to the spam folder. I would just double check.
Okay. Say less.
Um,
So
also,
I got the proof of everything. Oh, y'all fucked.
also,
You done
I'ma
fucked up.
say, I'ma say this. You fucking traumatized me today, Ram. I'm very upset with you.
What?
You
I did
trauma,
what?
you traumatized me.
What I do?
You traumatized the
How?
whole audience when we had to listen to this loose booty, funky hip hippo fucking fart while she was on the live stream.
I caught that shit.
Damn,
I'm
she was
sorry.
farting. Big
Yeah, she
I'm
was
stank ass.
sorry.
farting.
She farted. She was like, "Excuse me." You can hear the leather rub together and everything. Oh
Hmm.
my god,
She was in her nightgown and
bro!
everything.
She pooted. I know them draws was soggy than a motherfucker.
It did sound
I,
rather wet.
bro, I know her draws was soggy than a motherfucker after that.
Them nuts ran right through her.
Oh my god, bro! I wish I didn't catch it.
Look, that's what Rem said. Rem said you better stop eating them damn pistachios. Anyway, y'all,
Yeah,
I'm going to
yo,
bed. Bye.
you don't even hear. You don't even hear the pistachios crack. She's inhaling the
You
motherfuckers.
was swallowing them bitches whole.
She was inhaling. You don't even hear the. You know how you gotta crack the pistachios or crack them with your teeth. You don't hear the crack. You just hear her. Lady, are you inhaling these motherfuckers?
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
cars. I'm into mostly things like tomboy. You know, I'm a tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you a
guns,
time
all
nigga.
of that stuff. I love it all.
Okay. Now, real quick, I
Mo, we done found out this one. Hold on, see, Mo. You heard the first one. Let me take it back for you. Let me take it back about 3 minutes. She said again
Uncle
that
Mo,
she
what's up?
protected the Umar Johnson. She protected him again, son. I don't know what the hell. Listen to
Hey,
this shit,
hey,
Mo.
yo, when she farted, I know she cracked the leather on that seat. You know how leather
They're
crack in
not
high heat?
American, black.
Mm. Uh,
And see, this kind of stuff hurts a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It hurts a lot of people. That was the reason why I was trying. But if the state would have sent somebody in there to see, you know, they could have sent somebody in there that is absolutely a mandated reporter. I know there were some times when I couldn't get in touch with him. I was trying to figure out how to get her up off the ground. I tried to protect him the best that I could because I was not in a space to make things worse. But when the paramedic,
Bruh.
bruh,
Bruh.
bruh. You was
Bruh.
trying to fuck the paramedics from what I just heard as I came up there.
And she got the nerve to be running around here talking about some justice for Barbara Shoemake. And
Yo, but
you
that's
you
crazy
protected
though.
and you
How
protected Umar.
right? You said but you said two things wrong. You was trying to protect Umar, and on top of that, you had enough sense to look at these motherfucking paramedics and be attracted to them. If you were worried about the mother, I'm not looking at nobody. I don't even remember the paramedic motherfucking face when I had a seizure. And it was one of them was a female. I don't even remember her face because I was too busy trying to figure out why the fuck I was even in the ambulance.
Why Chunk Chunk ain't got his dad's last name?
That's diabolical, bro. I ain't standing for that. And you say you got a good relationship with your baby father? Ain't no nigga standing for that.
Marianne, you
We
don't
gonna
get
have a
away
terrible
neither.
relationship.
I see you got about 4 siblings. How much of the estate did you get since you talking about your dad that left generational wealth? How much did he break you off? Because I see it's quite a few of y'all that just had to be split with, including your I don't know. I don't know if I think somebody said your mama may have gotten it.
All I
But
know is she cracked the leather on them seats. Daddy, she said. You can hear the leather cracking. Lady, you need to go check your drawers.
I think she got three baby daddies too.
That's the, you know, it's like,
You know
wait,
what's
you
funny?
can't.
She probably jump rope into them joints. Double dutch. She probably double dutch into her drawers.
Help you, you know.
Real quick, this is just how my mind works. I'm a little weird.
That's okay.
Why are you always bringing up stuff dealing with like cars, mechanics, engines, that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I'm just weird. I love cars. Let me tell you, I love
She admitted
cars.
she's a fucking weirdo.
He didn't have no business, and I spent it. We was both spending. He had like a ticket the first week because I took the car away from him.
Man, Lenny's sitting there looking like the Bucky's mascot. Bucky Beaver looking at boy.
I said, we gotta get rid of this car.
That's right. Yeah, bless your heart. I knew it was something. That's how
I love four wheelers. I love
Hey Trey,
just cars. I'm into mostly.
I'm gonna jump back down in the chat because I don't want to fall asleep on you shit and be snoring or nothing like that. I just wanted to call her fat funky bitch one time for the one time. So I'm gonna drop down because I'm a little tired and I'm a little exhausted from what she did earlier. That shit pissed me off. The more and more I kept thinking about it, it pisses me the fuck off and it's exhausting me. So I'm gonna drop down. I'm be in the chat.
Docs are back.
Be in the chat. Right. I'm drop down. Be in the chat.
Another.
You're right. I'm gonna drop down. Be in the chat, bro.
Tomboy, you know, I'm a tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, guns, all of that stuff. I love it all.
Okay. Now, real quick, I interrupt you and I apologize earlier.
No,
I don't know if you remember what your train of thought was, but we were talking about the couch blocking off the exit from the inside, and that would be the exit that would allow her in her wheelchair to get onto out of the house onto the wheelchair ramp that actually would lower her down to the floor.
Yeah.
And then so you were explaining how that's blocked off, and you were talking about where things were at in the house, where her bed is next to that. You know, there's the TV, and then there's the kitchen. Was there anything else you wanted to say about that?
Yeah, I'm just really just what you said. If there was anything, he didn't show me how to work anything like any of those mechanical lifts. So if there was that, and he left the candle on top of the fridge burning. So if I would have slammed the fridge and he's got all that stuff everywhere, you know, I would have been in there.
That is, oh my God.
It was, he didn't have like, hey, if something happens, here's my sister's number. If something happened, here, you know, my brother go, you know.
She will not respond why Chunk ain't got her daddy last name. So bam, all I gotta do is put up the note that you sent to Umar, which got your son last name as Stone, bitch. Your last name is Stone. You said you've never been married. You never wanted to be married. You've never been married, ma'am. Never, ever, 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 ever. So that would lead me to believe that since your last name is Stone and Chunk last name is Stone, that his daddy last name ain't Stone. But she ain't talking to me on that community post. So I don't know who the fuck she talking about, but yeah.
If you have to call the paramedics, this is how I want you to.
Look, ma'am, just bring your ass up here, lady. I already told you I will shut the fuck up and let you speak your speak. You know you want to talk, motherfucker. You know you want to talk. You love to talk. You live to talk. Come do it.
Handle it. You know, there's none of that. It was just basically
you was beating the hell out your community wall. Let that motherfucker breathe.
Good. She's covered. I'm out of here. And I don't think that it's by malicious intent. Maybe I just feel like that's the way his brain works. He's just not like when I told you about the 3 a.m. He's aloof to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, why are you upset? Because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. No.
Do you think that Umar's had other women come to take care of his mother?
I wouldn't doubt it. Mm-hmm. I would not doubt it. By what she says, I think that she was a Christian woman or is a Christian woman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Chris think that I didn't know because he had a Muslim. Now I didn't know she converted over or whatever. But I think she's a Christian woman, and he was bringing from just her mindset, he was bringing women probably that were into voodoo or other arts, and she may not have agreed with it. You know what I mean? So she kept talking about witches, and yeah. And for somebody that's a devout Christian, bringing that into their home.
Yeah, that's serious. That's serious.
Yeah, and she's not going to say, because when she was eating, I told you she was like checking her food and stuff. I was like, no, I'm not gonna put nothing in your food. You good?
Real quick, the candle on the refrigerator of all places, that's getting close to the ceiling.
He's tall.
Yeah, what is that? Something related to Ifa or something like that?
No, it wasn't anything like that. But he's just tall, and that's like a countertop. My son does that because they're tall men. They just set things up high, and they don't consider it's hard for midgets.
Yeah. Do you know if Umar's ever been reported for the situation with his mother?
Oh, so here's the deal with that. So this is why I came into the situation. The lady, Umar gets into it with everybody. The lady,
I was going to ask you about that. I'll bring that up later.
And that's another reason why, like, he's a liability for people. The lady that was sending, I think she was, if it's anything like here.
The question was, do you know if Umar has ever been reported? Well, you for one didn't report, and you going the long way around to tell us you don't know if the lady before you told. That's how I came into the situation.
She was probably an African woman that owned her own business, that had agents that were home health aides that worked through her. And she dispatched them out, possibly. But I think him and the lady got into it because, as I told you before, his mother is sundowning, or you know, she's going through dementia. He says it's MS. I don't know that because I've never been around anybody.
Okay, well, if you don't know, then why the fuck would you be saying she's sundowning?
Real quick, before you go on.
Yes.
This is not a professional diagnosis. You're saying based upon what you saw, your personal opinion is that she is suffering from some level.
This ain't beyond the scope, though.
Dementia, whether early stages or something like that.
Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you for clearing that up, because I want to be like, but yeah, so they got into it because they wanted him to put her on medicine to calm her, not to have her zombied out, but to calm her so that they could change her and care for her.
Because she doesn't like to be changed. All right.
Right. She fights. And if you have a girl that is there, like you know, that can't man her, and I think that's probably why he chose me too, possibly, because he felt like I could take it a little bit better than somebody else if she's violent, because she doesn't want to get changed. So, and I agree with him in, you know, about the medicine. He didn't want to put her on medicine. And I agree with that part of it, but there had to been something else, even if, because she can't go through that. You're only thinking about your opinion of the situation, not her quality of life. It's kind of like even where you have to think about people that have children with behavioral problems. Sometimes it's not the fact of the medicine is harmful, and I'm being real, it's the fact that they aren't having a good quality of life because they can't sit down and enjoy a movie. They can't, you know, so there are some people are different polar opposites or different degrees with that. And I respect, you know, both spaces. But yeah, with her, after taking care of her, I was like, not necessarily put her on medicine. I thought that she needed somebody that knows how to work with that. The only thing that I could come up with on my own was counting down. Like, let's count, you know, let's get count, Miss Barbara. And she was okay with counting, and that kept her from getting too worked up until it didn't. Yeah. Then she was like, no, I'm not counting nothing. She was like, I'm not counting nothing.
Yeah, you told me. Real quick, now that you bring, because there's, you've talked about how you would have a good time with her, but then there were times where, especially when she didn't want to be changed, that she would just, you know, you even said that she swung on you.
Yeah, she's strong.
Okay, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because you did say that she calls Umar Blackie, right?
Yeah, that's her nickname for him.
But see, the thing is, he was probably called that by her, maybe even by his siblings when he was a child.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, is there anything else that she said about Umar that was telling or extraordinary or made you?
Siobhan, there's 41 people watching on Pettigoat and 33 on MoneyBoy Trey. Come talk and stop beating up your community wall.
Say, oh, what?
She kept repeating a name, the Norman name that I told you about. The way she didn't want nobody up, and I think that could be, it's something to that. I don't know if that's just her her personally as a woman and her independence, but she didn't want anybody cleaning her. She didn't want anybody cleaning her. And then as far as where he's concerned, she just basically has a feeling that he is the overseer.
Yeah.
2 stones and a non-stone. Sound like she got 3 different baby daddies, and only the middle child gave him the last name. And he wasn't at he gave him the last name, but he didn't show up at the graduation. God damn, this will just get worse and worse and worse.
Like, we're going to just pause everything until he gets here, and you have to explain to her that he may not be back for a while, and we got to get this done. And
I think Umar picked me because I was strong, because his mama fight, but I dropped his mama and couldn't get up off the floor. But he hired me because he thought I was strong and could hold her down when she tried to fight.
Keep her mind off of it. She did talk about, like, she broke his finger. She talked about him bringing women there, and she don't trust
wait a
him.
minute. Hold on. When you say that, because you did say the witch thing, but when you say bringing women, what, to her place?
Yeah, it's like, I don't like what she got on. She's pretty, but she's showing too much, you know.
Oh no.
So he tried to make out like nobody's ever been around.
She's saying too much. She lying too much. Now we gotta believe this what the mama told her. No proof of this. We just gotta take her word for it.
Your mother has a disdain for the women you bring around or you have brought around, and she's a typical mom. You know, that's typical mom. You know, she didn't want, and I think she thought that, and it could be because my hair. She was like, "Oh, you different." It's like, you're different. Like, and she was telling me like she didn't like certain.
You're right. You're different. None of the other A's dropped her.
Women, and she would say she's a cute girl, but she does funny things with her hand. I think that's her way of saying she steals. And then she talked a lot of
maybe the middle child is a stone too. He just got him an alias like his mama Lanea Stacks. Maybe he just got an alias. He might be a stone as well.
About some girls being there, and Umar got to pay them, you know, and so I think that has to do with a lot too.
Well, that's what I thought though. Anyway, and let me explain the reason why I thought that, because that's how
I don't think he was paying them workers right either.
Let me explain why. That's what I thought when you said that he's bringing women there. If the place is filthy, most women.
What do you mean he wasn't paying the workers right? If you said he had this African lady who dispatched the women out, he would be paying the woman, and the woman would pay them.
Ain't gonna want to be there.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Furthermore, most people ain't gonna want to be there to be kicking it with Umar. So what I thought in my mind.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about in this instance, Lennon, because you didn't even see pictures of the motherfucking house. You didn't see any pictures of the house or nothing, no video or nothing. All you got is text messages this bitch sent you to prove she knew Umar's number, and he responded back to her from time to time.
Is that if he's paying people, quote unquote, paying people, if you guys catch my drift, they're not concerned about that. They're doing their job to get paid. That's what I thought when you said that.
Yeah, and he was trying to get it on in the bathroom. I'm like, no, sir. And
he was trying to get it on in the bathroom, but every time you came, he had to go out of town. And every time he came back in town, he rushed you up out there, bitch. But he tried to get it on in the bathroom. Lying funky hoe. Again, she ain't got no other times that they had sex other than that first time.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. You saying that Umar was trying to get it on with you in the upstairs bathroom?
Yeah, he was like, I'm bending you over the sink, and I was like, no, you're not, because your mama's downstairs. Chill out.
Who says all that? Just like you asked when you said, who says my turn? Who says I'm bending you over the sink? Nigga, you just bend your ass over. It ain't no talking. It may be a grab you by the neck, kiss you on your ear, kiss you on your lip, turn your ass over. What the hell? Ain't no asking. Well, actually, it wasn't no asking. You said he told you, I'm bending that ass over. after a long day of you taking care of his mama. And she's already come on record and said she was at the hotel before and after.
And women, women don't do that. Especially the
No,
mamas
not
don't,
with
yeah.
your mom there. First, you don't put no women around her, and I'm just like, your mama's calling the neighbor a bulldogger. I don't think she's seasoned. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
She's not.
mhm.
He said she never smoked, never drank, or anything like that, and she probably didn't. She's a very intelligent woman. She's a beautiful woman, but she's like the type of person I could chill with. I could literally sit up there and chill with her, and
Well,
she
yeah,
wouldn't make
yeah.
me feel like I'm doing too much or anything.
Mhm.
And then he was like, they have another thing. They said newsy people. Instead of calling people nosy, they call them
Mhm.
newsy. It was like, she said, do you like her? Do you think she's pretty? And I'll be like, yeah, she's okay. She said, yeah, but she's newsy. I was like, these are just people that be on the TV. I was like, yeah, she looked newsy.
Mhm.
So she was she was there, but when it come down to changing, she would her face would change. I said, are you wet? And she was, no, I ain't wet. And then she would make reference to me.
Y'all notice how the question that's on the screen still has not been answered. A simple, do you know if he's been reported? She talked about everything except for that.
Trying to do something to her. I'm like, oh no, baby. No.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean do something to her?
Like she would make reference like that's when I heard the bulldogger thing. I'm like, oh no, I'm not that way. I said, I got kids and I'm not like that.
Okay. So
And then she
something.
was like, no, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do this. It made me feel like I was taking advantage, even though I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It makes
No, I
you,
understand.
if you're trying to help
Yet you kept going back.
a woman put on her socks and she's like, no, Lennon, get off of me. It's going to make you feel some type of way.
Andre, I'm a freed man. What it do?
And
No, I
you got to
understand.
keep putting her through that. That is what I was like, bro. And I was, when he came in the house, he was like, you've been going hard for me. And I was like, listen, we got to talk. He don't want to talk. And I said, your mother, this is what I'm feeling going on with your mother, because she's not the same person with you. And I said, let me watch how you take care of her. I forgot that this happened. And he did everything. And she's very different because
Was this before or after he tried to bend you over? Because keep in mind, y'all was just strictly business in the house. That's the one thing Umar said, I believe. It was straight up business. He came in, showed you what to do. He was out the door. You was at the table having an IEP. He, goddamn it, was putting his clothes on. He got the fuck up out of there. I'm bending you over.
trust you. She don't know me yet to trust me. She did get better a little bit down the road, but by that time he was already, pulling out the plug. He didn't want to use me anymore to take care of her. But I told him, I said, yeah, that's not what's going on. And you got a camera sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want to put her leg up and I got to have her leg up, we had an impasse. And I'm not in a position or in a mental state to put her leg up. You know what I mean? I have to just sit there and wait and work with her. Because she's older, she's fragile.
Yeah, do you think she's safe?
Not in that situation, I don't. I feel like
And she answered that question, but when asked, does she know if he's been reported, everything else but. So she knows how to directly answer a question when she wants to. She still didn't report. And now she done rewrote history, or at least she tried to, until my Scooby-Doo and the gang head ass came along.
somebody should oversee it because he's gone too much and she's alone. She's not under his eyes as much.
You see how you said he gone and she alone? You can't prove that she's alone, ma'am. You can't even prove that she was alone the 4 nights that you came there and he was pulling up to fuck you. You can't even prove she was alone then. Mia may have been there them times.
And even with her sliding down, I know the camera's there. He could roll back and see the footage.
She didn't slide down. You dropped her, ma'am.
And then the way that he's acting right now, I don't trust it. But I feel like there should be somebody overseeing the situation to make sure that she's having quality, just top quality everything. And I wanted to get that house to get her out of there.
Yeah, I know, sis, but it's just too much. You did what you could do.
Oh no,
you know?
yeah, I know, but I'm.
So he was willing to get a house and move her out of there. And you keep calling her sis, and you done heard this funk ass bitch say she protected this nigga twice when somebody paid to was that a super chat? No, it was just a regular question. Somebody asked, yo, does she know if anybody has called? She went around the world talking about African people and what it looked like and this and that, and she got better. Didn't answer the question. Do you think she's safe? No. That's why I was trying to get her out the house. Did you report it? Nope. Not until y'all asked her 8 months later, and she was like, oh yeah, I hotlined him. I just couldn't tell y'all because I ain't want him to know. What? I thought you protected him.
I'm just saying that's why, because I felt like that would be a clean slate. But yeah, I don't feel like that's a good situation for anybody to be in.
Yeah.
You can't trust her, and you can't trust Mary Ann. They just gonna lie to the motherfucking end.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I asked that question is because I have a sense that Umar has different people come through to take care of her when he can.
Yeah.
And those people may not necessarily be of the same ilk as you.
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't even know what ilk this bitch is. You don't. Well, you found out, didn't it? But it's the age where you found out what type ilk bitch this is, the way she been turning her back on you and talking shit. Thought she did something smooth. Appreciate you for leaving the video up. These hoes ain't loyal like Leonard. That's how you need to come in with your next show. You need to be bumping Chris Brown. These hoes ain't loyal, because they ain't. Her and Mary Ann. You made these bitches, and look at this, the motherfucking thanks you get. Them hoes couldn't just walk away silently. They had to throw you under the bus and say, you knew Leonard. You knew Leonard. Man, fuck these hoes, Leonard.
That is trustworthy and really cares about her, and who knows what may have happened to her or what they may have done to her over the last who knows how long. Again, Umar moved in, and that was in 2020, so we're talking about a half a decade.
And he don't know them, because when we were talking about, he was like, yeah, she can't get a bladder infection. I mean, I know that already, from elderly people, their bodies respond differently with that. And I said, well, a woman can have a bladder infection or an infection more ways than just not drinking cranberry juice and water. She has to be clean properly. She's got to stay clean.
Lord Jesus.
You can't have anybody just in there doing anything. They need to be skilled, and they have to be in an environment that shows, hey, we care about this woman. We don't play about her. This house.
This after this man told her pussy stank. She fired back with this one.
This is spotless. And you come up in here, you better bring your A game, but he's not, his mind ain't on that. His mind isn't on that. He's just trying to get somebody in there to fill them damn dates, so he don't miss them dates. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's why he was upset when he didn't get to go to Lumumba at Congo, but that's failure to prepare on your own part. He wanted to, and this all happened after he went over to Africa. So whoever he went over there for that long stint in Ghana and left her with, when he came back, he was real. I'm not stupid. I know when he got in that wreck in Atlanta. Okay, so he came, I think it was Ghana, something. He came back on the 21st. He was like, he's like, wait a minute, because I got to go to Atlanta. I got to do a show. And then I want you to meet me out there. We were supposed to meet out there. We were supposed to have dinner. I passed on the dinner. And that's when he got in the car wreck.
I remember that.
Yeah, so when he got in the car wreck, when he came in, we were in the room, and that's when he.
Well, y'all definitely didn't fuck in Atlanta, because he was so from the accident.
Was all like, he wasn't his angry self normally. He was lovey-dovey. I think he was trying to work me up to ask me to take care of his mama. Matter of fact, I know he was.
Okay, and where was that? Where was that?
Oh, that was whenever he got in the car wreck in Atlanta. He came that day. I was in a Sheridan down in Philadelphia on 17th Street. He came in.
Okay, so she was already there. Now he came from Atlanta after he had been in a car wreck.
And he was whining about, well, I won't say whining because he probably was in a lot of pain. He was in pain.
From the car accident.
He wasn't trying to fuck. He was in so much pain he could not hit them cheeks. I knew it.
Yeah, he was like, my shoulder hurt, my shoulder hurt, my shoulder hurts. And I
All
was
right, sis, if you don't mind, because this is a question that someone
Umar did not crack them joints. They played. She was in Philly. She ain't meet him in Atlanta. She flew to Philly. Justice for Chunk Chunk. This was before he asked her. She said, I think he was working me up to ask me to take care of his mama. Justice for Chunk Chunk. She just left Chunk Chunk ass again in front of the TV with some Apple Jacks in a bowl of, in a jar of juicy juice.
they raised, I think from the other video, and this deals with when and how did he ask you to take care of it? Yeah, but before you answer, I want you to if you can get like a date, okay? If you can think of because what I'm going to do is,
hey, take care of my mama. It was 2025.
I need to take about a 4-minute break, okay?
Uh-huh.
And are you okay?
I know I'm a lot. I be talking.
No, it's fine.
I see. At least she was self-aware there. I'm a lot. I be talking too much for your own motherfucking good though. Came back to bite you in the ass, didn't it?
Are you okay on time?
Huh?
Are you okay on time?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so let's just do this. What I'm gonna do, I want you to think about that. It was at the Sheraton, 17th Street. If you can think of the date and then think about what led up to him actually asking you. I'm gonna play a video. Okay,
but I'll wait until you come back.
Okay. All right, thank you. So I'm gonna play this video real quick, and thanks, Red, for asking that question. I'm gonna play a video, and I'll be back, everyone, in about.
Experience. You hear that? Said any man what on the street? Date rape in reality. Date rape. What happens? 28% of all women are raped by husbands and boyfriends. 35% of women are raped. This is for the United States. At home. I got the. Are y'all with me? You got is with her cousin, but you don't molest her. I'm telling you, protect those. If you cannot, sick. And this is for. Okay, he forced entry. It ain't gonna be.
Lanea, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
What I think.
Well, you know, we can whatever you're comfortable sharing. You're more than welcome to do so.
I think something happened to him a long time ago when he was a kid, and it jacked him up bad. It might have been sexual. I think that his mother has been through something sexual. I think that some.
Again, this the same bitch that'll tell y'all she is having contact with the family and they're okay with her saying shit like this. They okay with her saying, I think the mama experienced some type of sexual trauma in her life. And the family is okay with that being said.
Sometimes some people that just keeps rearing his ugly head. I think that's why he has an obsession with sex. I know that he has an obsession with sex because yeah, I can, I don't know what it is about me. And I want to say it's my hair. I think it's my hair. And I think it's because my hair is gray. I'm just like, I kind of like Steve Martin, my hair gray.
She made herself more important than she actually was. This bitch is nuts. I'm gonna play a few more minutes to get the fuck up out of here. This bitch is crazy, y'all.
Early, and it's getting whiter and whiter. But I've told him I'm gonna dye my hair because I wanted to do something different, not even browner. So I just wanted to do something different. He's like, no, keep it gray. I love it gray. I love it. And I don't.
She ain't got no text messages of this, and she already told y'all that I ain't talk on the phone like that.
No, I don't know if it's a kink. I don't know. But and he's big on elders. And then here's the other thing: the way that Umar gets about Christianity with Christians. Like I was a Christian, but he gets fighting angry about it. So I think that there's something there. Like I don't know if it comes from his mother.
How you know he get fighting angry about it, and you said y'all didn't talk about shit? That's all I got right there, guys. As y'all can see, we go down the rabbit hole. I'm interested in seeing if this bitch says she protected Umar again. We know 8 months ago she didn't hotline him, and she's lying and telling y'all now. You can't trust nothing this woman says. She is just a crazy bitch that got dickmatized by Umar, and she can't let go that this nigga ain't fucking with her no more. That's the end of her story. She's a crazy bitch. Look at her page. Look at her IG. Look at her community wall. This bitch that lost her mind. She like we cheated. All her kids got her last name and shit. She's slow, y'all. She rode the short bus to school. Yeah, she probably didn't even fucking graduate. Let's be real. She had a baby at 14. She probably, like in 80, 81, 82, in the crack era, she probably didn't graduate, didn't get a G. She maybe got a GED. She probably didn't graduate, though. She did get a state job, so you got to at least have a GED there. But I'm just saying, this ain't right. To the next episode. Little channel. Big voice. I'm out. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat.